The President in the U.S. Department of Labor has proposed major changes to the rules regarding overtime work and compensation. Naperville News 17's Alyssa Bohenick has more on what changes businesses should expect.
The number of people eligible to receive overtime will increase dramatically under a new law which increases overtime exemption just over 100%. This is forcing business leaders to re-examine the way they compensate employees. The Naperville Area Chamber of Commerce's most recent legislative meeting held a panel discussion on what those changes mean for local businesses, both small and large.
So currently, if you make $23,660 a year or more, you're exempt if you meet certain criteria as far as your job duties. Now it's going to raise up to $47,000 a year, almost double, for everybody. So if you're making that or under, you're going to be eligible for overtime.
Under the new rule, employers have several options to comply with the changes. Increase employee salaries to meet the new exemption level, keep salaries as is but pay required overtime, reduce employees' salaries or pay rate so earnings don't change after overtime pay, or simply eliminate the need for overtime by hiring more workers. In part, the reason for the large jump is because the overtime regulations haven't been updated since 2004.
The percentage of workers subject to overtime decreased from something like 60-something% to down to like 7%. And so that is just because of the inflation over time and the static nature of our salary requirement. And so we changed it in what appears to be one fell swoop. But ultimately, we're just trying to bring this up to speed with what the rest of the economy is doing.
The increase in overtime pay could spell trouble for local small businesses, not-for-profits, and the way all businesses are run.
I think this is probably going to hurt more than help the employees it's trying to help. And when you have a small office with few employees, and oftentimes you have to pretty much have all hands on deck, I think this is going to create a little bit of turmoil.
When I used to work for other employers, you had to work 50 hours a week or more just to get ahead. And so what are you going to do about the intrinsic motivation about an employee who really does want to work more, want to work hard? Do you have to pay him the time and a half? Do you have the money to pay him time and a half? And so it's a restructuring of how this is going to be.
The Department of Labor will continue to clear up any questions and confusions with the new law before it goes into effect December 1st. I'm Alyssa Bohenick for Naperville News 17.
Going forward, a new salary threshold of overtime pay will be calculated every 3 years, with the next one in 2020.